Previously on X-Men.
You must be exterminated!
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha. And that video you just got done seeing was somebody that used Sora or whatever open AI to make their own quote unquote short video of the X-Men. And I'm not gonna hold you, it actually was dope. I got it off Twitter and somebody posted, yo, somebody Hollywood better start listening and like making the movies a lot more accurate, because it's just a matter of time. And I'm with them. It's a matter of time before somebody puts together an AI film and they go double platinum on the internet, and then all the movie studios is gonna be looking stupid because they had the opportunity to make things a little bit more accurate. They've been I gotta keep it 100. There's a lot of inaccuracies in comic books, comic book movies, that it's starting to bother me. It's really starting to get aggro, because like you got the CGI, you got the ability to do what it takes or what you need to get done, and for some odd reason, I don't know what it is. I don't know if Hollywood just does it on purpose. They trolling us. But yeah, like I didn't like the fact that Wolverine was Hugh Jackman was 6'4", and James Marsden is 5'9". In the comic books, Scott Summers' Cyclops is actually 6'2", and Wolverine is 5 foot. I want to say 5'3", 5'4". Now they tried to do the trickery with the camera lens, right? But like, bro, we know what the fuck Wolverine, like it should have been more character accurate. Now I'm not saying he should have been 5'4", because you ain't gonna find nobody aesthetically that looks like Wolverine, got that much muscle and that short, unless you get a midget, and I don't think they wanted to do that. But at the very least, they could have got somebody that resembled Wolverine that was a little shorter, and somebody that looked like Cyclops that was a little taller. Hell, I didn't even like the fact that Halle Berry played Storm. She wasn't dark enough. She didn't have an accent. She's African. She should sound like it, not like a black woman, half-breed biracial black woman from Los Angeles. Which I know, for you, I bite my head off, Halle Berry is not from California, but that's not the point. The point is, it should have been more comic accurate. Now they did good on Jean Grey, sort of. The first woman played her. She was cool, but they let too much time go by. She started to look old in comparison to James Marsden. The reason that James Marsden didn't come back was because he said he wanted to venture outside of comic books, and I don't blame him. However, he was wrong from Jump Street. Like, off the top of my head, there's like a few actors that I could have that they could have used. They could have used Jeremy Renner. I think the white dude that plays Captain America, he could have did it, but he's already done Johnny Storm and Captain America, so maybe they didn't want to run him into the ground. They could have used Chris Pratt. Who else? There's a lot of more Caucasian white men that they could have used. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. I haven't watched TV in so damn long, I forgot. I don't know. Hell, you even brought some new people in, like they did the Superman. They use a brand new character, right? They stopped using Henry Cavill. That's what you gotta do. Bring in some new blood. Stop bringing the old people in, or bringing the wrong people in. And not even that, it's Hollywood. There's a lot of generic white dudes that could have played the roles. There's a lot of actors that could have played Storm. The dude that could have played Wolverine easily would have been Clint Eastwood's son. I forgot what his name is, but you can Google him. They tell me he don't look like Wolverine, and he's 5'9". He's more closely the build and the facial structure is more close than Hugh Jackman was. Now Hugh Jackman was good. Let me not like shit on him. However, as a comic book fan, and I love Wolverine, he's actually my favorite X-Men. But Scott Summers should have been the fucking leader. He should have been the main character of the franchise. Me personally, while they did carry Wolverine throughout the franchise as the face of it, naturally it should have been Cyclops. And then you can revert to Hugh Jackman. But I'm assuming they had this pre-planned out like 20-year run, and they didn't want to double back and have to use him as Old Man Logan. They wanted to get him while he was young. However, if you're going to do that route, you should have picked somebody that was as equally as yoked as Hugh Jackman to play Scott Summers. That's all I'm saying. You start off on a good foot. You start from the jump. They started off on a good foot with Kelsey Grammer playing Beast. They started off good with the girl that played Rogue, but actually not really. I think they could have used Deborah Messing to play her, Scarlett Johansson, Hilary Duff, Lindsay Lohan. Who else could have played Rogue? White girl with a big ass. Hell, they could have played. They could have used the white girl from the Parkers. What I'm saying is, for every other character, it seems like, even with Nightcrawler, they used a perfect character from the door, right? That's what I like. That's all I'm saying. If you're gonna use Hugh Jackman because you want to use him for 25 years, find the equally yoked actor that could have played Cyclops. That's all I'm saying. I know the Hollywood execs are not gonna come across this video, not gonna take heed. And it's only going to be about 5-10 years till somebody masters to make a whole motion picture using AI. And then it's going to be a wrap, because they're going to be able to sell it directly to the consumer. And it'll be the end of MGM, Universal, Paramount, and all these other motherfuckers that's making these whack-ass comic books or comic book movies. Don't even get me started on Batman. It's going to be severely a wrap. When somebody figures out how to do dialogue, character prompting, and action for a whole 2-hour movie, it's a wrap. And they're gonna be making millions of dollars living in the basement of their mama house. I said this shit about the internet, how people were gonna be the most known people, right? We're gonna be no more famous people. You just gonna have your phone, say some shit in it, post a video, you go viral and be famous only to the people you know. That's already happening with streamers and people on Instagram and TikTok. It's just a matter of time. Call me nigga but I'm predicting this. This is a prophecy. Somebody's gonna do this unless they've either A, banned AI from doing that, or 2, Hollywood gets off their ass and stop being lazy and sniffing coke. Because at this point, all they're doing is just getting high and making shitty movies. Like, nobody wants to see another Superman 13 or Batman 22. Do something different, in the words of T-Pain.
Stop! Just fucking do something else! Just, god damn it!
In any event, if y'all like this episode, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm out.